Okay, seems to be in the green. In the grand scheme of things, I'm just a bloke speaking to myself in an empty room. So if you're there, say hi. Let me know you can hear me. Bada beep, bada bop, bada boop. Bop, 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 bop. I can hear me. Can you hear me? Are you there? Anybody there? If you are, don't be shy. Make yourself known. All right, nine viewers according to my count there. So, hello. Let me know if you're there. Or am I just talking to myself? 11 viewers now. Okay, let's see. Maybe I've got something turned down here. Let's refresh the chat. Oh, something popped up there. Sorry. I don't like technology. You probably think it's strange coming from me, but I'm not as bright with technology as what some of you might think I am. I really struggle with it a lot of the time. Okay. Okay. What's going on? Oh, give me strength. Okay. Okay. There you all are. I have no idea why. I just Anyway, hi. Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to wherever you may be in the world. October the 26th. Of course, that's the date. Yeah, I'm assuming that's the date where you are as well. How are you all? Tony Duncan, the first man. Oh, come on, Tony, you again. Tony, are you real? Are you just some kind of bot or something? Hello, brother. Good to have you. Hi, guys. Yes, say hello. You're all coming through loud and clear now. Okay. The chat box just seems a bit glitchy for some reason. So if you can just keep the chats coming in, and then just... Can you hear me? That's the first thing. And, oh yes, I have a piano here today. I don't usually do that, but I thought I'd roll it out today. So the question is, can you hear my voice? And can you hear the piano? I'll give you a few seconds to answer while I take a sip of my tea. Okay, keep just if you can just answer me if you're able to hear me. Otherwise, I'm going to just have to abort. I hate technology. I was having a rant the other day, and I just thought, God, can't we just turn the internet off and go back to it was back in the 90s? Things were just so much nicer back then. No, not having much luck here, guys. Ah, great. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We can hear me, but okay. Piano sounds great. Thank you. Okay, so you can hear the piano, and you can hear me. Okay, sorry. I really need to. I'm gonna. I have these fights with people. I've got technology and the people who I pay money every month for this technology. I'm quite well known for being quite a mega bitch because I give people a hard time when stuff doesn't work like it's supposed to because it really pisses me off. Yeah. Anyway, I'm a little bit grumpy today. I It's been a lot on the go. Been very very busy, and I hate it when the technology gets in the way of doing things. Okay, great. Well, anyway, as I say, I'm not here to kiss ass and be woke and fake. This is who I am, and when I'm grumpy, I'll be grumpy. Here we go, guys. Fantastic. It all seems to be coming now. So once again, let's try that again. Welcome to this live stream. I didn't give much notice. I think I put up a message on my Facebook page earlier on that I was doing this live stream because a lot of you complained last time that I, or not complained, but you said, please, could I give you some more notice? And so yeah, I like the Saturday for live streams because it seems to be quite a good. It's quite convenient for me, and it seems to be quite convenient for you guys as well. And of course, if you don't catch this live, you can always see it. It'll be this recording of this live stream will go up onto the YouTube channel afterwards. So let's just quickly get into a bit of news. I know you guys like the format we did last time with stuff that I'm listening to and stuff like that. I've had my hands full this week. For those of you who know, and I'm going to release that information here and now as well. I've released a new track. I haven't released music in a long time, but I'm very pleased to announce my latest single is Miles Away. Now, Miles Away, it's a play on words, really. It's dedicated to, well, it's a homage. It was inspired by the work of Robert Miles. If you guys, I'm sure those of you who are into dance music will know that Robert Miles really pioneered sort of dream trance dance music. He came onto the scene with his song Children, I think it was 96, 97. And that was very, very groundbreaking, inspirational. It's a very, very great style. I love that style of music. It might come as a great surprise to some of you that I don't listen to Depeche Mode all the time. In fact, I never listen to Depeche Mode, I'll be honest with you. I was, of course, big into dance music. I used to produce dance music and release dance music. There's a lot of stuff I've done that I do not usually talk about. I always make the channel about the content. I don't usually talk about what I do. I'm starting to do that a bit more now that you guys have asked for it. But I was just really inspired to come back with something different. You guys know I've released I've got my alias, which I call Vorty, and I've released a lot of music under that, or 3 albums. And Vorty is very much a sound. It's an acquired taste. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I really wanted to turn my hand to something that I'm quite passionate about, and that is why I've done this Miles Away track. And that is obviously for branding reasons. This will not be released under Vorty because it's completely different. This type of any time I release instrumental music or Depeche Mode stuff or anything that is not part of the Vorty brand, I will always release it under Vaughn George, and that's important for me to make that distinction, just so that for branding and so that people don't get confused. Vorty is a particular sound. It's singing and vocals and stuff. Vaughn George is more instrumental stuff, but also stuff that is more related to the channel. Anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked with that too much, but I've been really inspired, and just almost like the song Children, something like that, I came up with this melody for this is the song Miles Away. And then to the higher octave. That's the sort of main melodic part. Then we have the sort of chorus sub-melodic, which is... Anyway, I'm going to play out at the end of this live stream. I'm going to play out that play out with the single Miles Away. I had a lot of fun. We filmed a little video with that, and I used my daughter in that video. I really, with this song, was paying homage to Robert Miles, and with, you know, like the Children music video where there was the little blonde girl in the car, and I just loved that, so I wanted to really pay homage to that. And in this track, Miles Away, I did use a lot of 90s synthesizers. You know, I had like I brought out the old Korg Triton and the JV90, just because I, amongst other things, because I just wanted to really capture that 90s authentic vibe. So it made sense to use all the types of synthesizers that were used in that time. And also, it's worth mentioning that the very distinctive piano sound which Robert Miles used on Children was from the Kurzweil K2000 and K2500. So I got hold of one of those modules literally just for that sound, and on this track I've done, you will hear that piano sound, but I've also layered it with something. I've layered it with something else just to give it my kind of signature sound. So I'm very proud of that track. It's been quite well received, and it is available now on Bandcamp, and as from the 1st of November, it'll be available on Spotify and all other good streaming sites. Let me just see if I haven't lost you guys. Tony says, I'm Depeche Moded out. Yeah, you and me both, brother. Very much indeed. But, so I want to come on to some more of the other news here. So I'll play you out with a Miles Away track later on. But also, for now, I just want to do some housekeeping, and just to say to you, if you're not aware of it, I've also started a separate YouTube channel called the Depeche Mode Hub, and that is especially for those of you who watch my content, especially for Depeche Mode. I'm putting it all onto a separate YouTube channel called the Depeche Mode Hub, so that just so that I can focus on other things on this main channel here. But of course, I will still be talking about a lot of Depeche Mode on this main channel here. There is just so much I want to divulge into as well. There is, of course, as well, watchvg.com, which is my sort of proprietary streaming site, or my... you can become a VG local then. You can see in-depth versions of my album review series, Depeche Mode album review series, and more. And it's also a great way to support the channel. And also something that I've got for you Watch VG subscribers. Soon I'm going to be doing a live rehearsal here, and that is for my piano interpretation show. So I want to talk a little bit about that now. And for those of you who are not aware, I know I've mentioned this a lot, but some of you may not know, I'm doing a Depeche Mode piano interpretations show in Oberhausen. Now, this show is on the 28th of December, and we booked this a few months ago. So looking forward to that. The whole idea, once again, with these interpretation shows is I'm not going up there. This is not a tribute act. I'm not going up there dressed up. I'm not trying to look like Dave or sound like Martin or anything. It's just me going up as me playing the piano, and it would typically be stuff like so a lot of the instrumental stuff from the channel. Yeah, like that, and then things like and then of course I'll tell you what, let me pull up my piano so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry. Let's try that again. And of course, we will do some favorites like I want somebody to share the rest of my life, share my innermost thoughts, know my intimate details. There's no effect on this mic at the moment, it's just dry. But this is the whole interpretations of these, the whole idea behind these interpretation show is there's no backing tracks, there's no lights or anything, it's just me in a room with a piano with you and a microphone, and it's just meant to be very sort of stripped back like this. The reason I'm doing this now is just to answer some of the questions that I'm getting on email, so it would be typically stuff like that, instrumental stuff, and we might even get on a tangent sometimes and do things like sounds mad when you do that. And then also I have some interesting interpretations, well, I think they are, you may not think so, hopefully you'll like it, of songs like Pipeline. I mean, for instance, the song Pipeline was not, the song Pipeline has no sort of cordial information on the record. It's just sort of like ambient sounds. So to take a song like Pipeline and then incorporate sort of melody to it, you know, sort of chords and stuff, I'd also be doing stuff like get out the crane, construction time again. What is it this time? We're laying a pipeline, all types of things like oh God, it's raining, but I am not complaining. It's filling me up with new life, like that. And then other ones like oh. Well, I'm down on my knees again, and I pray to the only one who has the strength to bear the pain, to forgive all the things that I've done. Oh, girl. You know, things like that. And then there will be some of the other classics like So of course, come with me into the trees. We'll lay on the grass, let the hours pass. I'm just sort of bashing through it now, I'm not performing it. And then of course, one's like... we're flying high, we're watching the world pass us by. Anyway, I don't want to just bash things out here, but that's really what the interpretations shows are about. It's just me on a piano playing songs to you in the room, and there's no backing tracks. It's just a very honest, open performance. So that's really what the interpretation shows are about. And as I say, we've got the one in Oberhausen, but now I'm also very excited to tell you that I've just teamed up with the famous DM Bar here in Tallinn. Excuse me. I had a lot of wine to drink last night. I've just teamed up with the famous DM Bar here in Tallinn, and we're doing a special preview show on the 30th of November here in Tallinn at the DM Bar. The guys at the DM Bar are really, really good so far as they don't like ticketing at the event, so that's great. So I still get my fee, so they're going to take that on the chin, and that just means to you don't pay to come in. So this is great. So this is kind of like a preview of the shows, the bigger shows I'm going to be doing. With the first one in Oberhausen. We got some more planned, one in London next year, and quite a few others, which I'm not going to get into now. But this is great. This is going to be like a sort of almost like you know when you go to a movie and you see like a screen test or something. So this is great. A great way for me to kind of test, just test the technology, test the audience, test the songs. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that'll be at the DM Bar on the 30th of November, and that's in Tallinn, Estonia. If you fancy the trip, don't come especially, but if you do, you'll be very, very welcome there at the DM Bar. That's on the 30th of November. I also just want to make a shout out to Mesh. Obviously, Mesh, we are busy preparing for our show, which is going to be in Dresden. And the show in Dresden is entitled The Show at Which It Falls Apart. There it is there. That is on the 14th of December in Dresden. And that is the show is based on the album. Oh, we got a blank screen there. The show is based on the we're back again. Hello. The show we're doing in Dresden is based on the album which Mesh released 25 years ago, which is the album which is called there it is. What's it? Where it falls apart. Sorry guys, I'm a bit the point at which it falls apart, that's right. And so that has been re-released, it's been remastered, re-released, and that is the reason for this show, The Show at Which It Falls Apart. I love the title. It sounds quite cynical, The Show at Which It Falls Apart. That is in Dresden, so we're looking forward to that. It's a special show, just a one-off to promote and to celebrate that classic Mesh album, and we're looking forward to it. And then, of course, as I say, I'm back in Germany again for the Oberhausen show. That's part of my Depeche Mode Interpretations little mini tour. And we are looking at bringing that to other towns, cities. There's been a lot of positive interest in that. And what I love about the interpretation shows are, it could be as small as 20 people. It doesn't need to be a big thing. It can just be a room, and I really want to use it to connect with as many of you as possible, and just get around. And it's very different to like the Mesh shows we do, because the Mesh shows are very high budget, big crew, and everything. So it's nice to do something like this, which is sort of stripped back and a lot, just a little bit more nerve-wracking in a way, because when you're playing a piano, although there's not much that can go wrong technically. It's just that when you're sitting there playing a piano and singing, you're naked. Imagine that. But there's no wall of sound to hide behind. So anyway, looking forward to that. Okay, so that's interpretations. and you guys can hit me with an email if you got any questions about that. All the information is available online. Okay, so there's not much really more to say. As I said, my hands are full this week with the completion of the Miles Away track. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play you the Miles Away track. And what I really, I don't want to get completely geeky now, but that particular style of dream trance, with sort of piano-led dream trance in the 90s, it was very popular, but it was very sort of programmed. And I think in this, I was very keen on playing the piano and playing the parts and not quantizing the crap out of everything like everyone does. And I'm very, you know me guys, I'm very reactionary to this sterile shit that's happening, especially with the fucking AI and stuff. Oh, don't get me started. But anyway, so I'm just, and that is why with the interpretation shows as well, I just feel like my soul is just yearning for some, just connection and just real stuff, just. And that's not to say if you're using synthesizers, you're not making real music. That's not what I'm saying. I use synthesizers all the time. But I'm just always saying I think it's important to incorporate the humanity into stuff. And that's why a lot of the 80s music back in the time, if you listen to some of the John Carpenter stuff and just to be random, even Vangelis and a lot of that stuff, a lot of it was, they had the sequences, but a lot of the melodies were played in by hand. And this just gave it that sort of... It gave it some kind of a humanity, even though electronic music was always scolded upon as being fake and not real, by the conventional musicians. I still think that if you're producing electronic musician, and this is what I always say to my students, is if you're producing electronic music, is try and make it as human as possible. Don't quantize the crap out of things, and just play some parts in. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here, but this was really much the thing with this Miles Away track I did. We did that in Dark Society as well. A lot of the stuff is played in. It's not... The mouse is not your friend. Don't quantize everything. I can't stress it enough. But this is also why I saw a fascinating... I'm sidetracking. I'm a bit all over the place at the moment, but I saw a very fascinating video on YouTube the other day. I'm going to get in touch with this YouTuber. He made a profound video, very, very clever video. I forget the gentleman's name, but he has a YouTube channel, and he was talking about how in the 80s, why that music, although it was electronic, it seemed to have more soul than a lot of electronic music these days. And he goes into a lot of detail, and he actually found that, upon analysis, he found that with the old drum machines, they would never, even though they were in time, of course, they would never hit the bar 100%. They'd always be a little bit off. So, and for whatever reason that was, I don't want to get into that now. It was just, this is what gave that music, even though you listen to the early Pet Shop Boys and that kind of stuff, it had like a vibe to it that we can't seem to recreate. And I think in producing music these days, you just want to use the technology, of course, but incorporate as much humanity into it as you possibly can. And this is why, a lot of you might be shocked about this. This is why I do like rock music. I do like, sometimes I do what I call a detox. I sit and I listen to music that is completely not electronic, just so that I can, and I love electronic music, but this is why I loved the Songs of Faith and Devotion album from Depeche Mode so much, was because Wilder and Flood showed us how you could have an electronic album, but you could still have this sort of rock and roll rawness to it, and the humanity, the sort of humanity, as opposed to everything being programmed flawlessly. But now I'm really onto a tangent, guys. I'm going to play you Miles Away. I'm just going to have another sip of my tea, make another cup of tea. And yes, so this was released yesterday. It is available on my Bandcamp, and it will be available as from the 1st of November on Spotify and all other good streaming sites. Here it is, Miles Away. Ta-da! I'm back. Sorry for the rude interruption. I was just monitoring it there on YouTube, and I just noticed there's some kind of echoey, like it's playing twice at the same time. As I say, I've got a new setup here today for this configuration, and anyway, sorry to jump in so abruptly, but you can see the whole song. It is available on YouTube. Yeah, it's on Facebook, and it's available on Bandcamp as well. So, with that, I've done enough chatting, ranting. Let me take some questions from you lovely people. Let's see who's on here. Okay, we've got quite a full house here. Okay, I'm just going to randomly just pick a question. Guys, sorry, I didn't realize there were so many of you on here. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Peter. You're right. The audio's coming out from two sources here. I shall have to. And a lot of these things you don't know until you actually go live, because through these headphones you can hear just one track, but then it's obviously you guys are probably getting some kind of feedback, which is obviously my fault. I'm not blaming anything else. Hi Matt, who filmed the video? I did. I filmed the video. That is my little girl. I put her in that as well. I just figured it was. I just really wanted to pay homage to what Robert Miles did so well in the mid-90s, and I will be releasing next Sunday on my YouTube channel. I've got the Robert Miles special coming out, and that is a video where I especially talk about Robert Miles, about his song "Children." How does it go? See, I don't get things right all the time. Then he also did that song called. Okay. That's right. And then he did Fable. Something like that. So yeah, that video coming next week on Robert Miles, where I'm talking all about that. And he sadly passed away a few years ago. He was only 47 years old, fucking cancer. And yeah, it's like that saying. What's the song from the Queen song? The song, the band Queen, the song they sang about Freddie Mercury. One by one, only the good die young. Anyway, I don't want to get morbid, but yeah, what a loss. What a loss. I have to give a shout out here too. I wish I knew what your name was, but your name is your username is 586101. And the comment is, when you are performing piano interpretations, do you find your hands just sort of go there? I see what you did there. That, of course, a shout out to Alan Wilder when he went, that becomes an automatic thing. Your hands just sort of go there. And that is very, very true. I had this when you guys watched my Forced to Mode video I did a couple of weeks ago, where I filmed them in Tallinn. We did a behind-the-scenes stage walk with the keyboards. And I think if there are any musicians of you here, you will know it is a kind of automatic thing. Your hands do just sort of go there. I think what's interesting, I find, is once I start to think, I'm doomed, and this is always my slight fear or paranoia is when if I do anything live, it's like don't think. It's like that movie Top Gun. Don't think. If you think you're dead, okay, in this case you won't die. It's not that dramatic, but I always find it's like you really do need to let your instinct just kick in. because once you start thinking, you're pretty doomed. So yeah, but then again, in order for your hands to just go there, you do need to get to a point where you've rehearsed things enough, or so that things become consciously unconscious. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I don't want to lecture to you guys now, but I'm always saying that to my students. Here's an Italian. Hello, Vaughn. Greetings from Italy. Sorry about the unpopular opinion. I think the guys should have called it quits after Exciter. I love your piano covers. Ciao, grazie, amico mio. Squadra vincente. Yeah. You said all the right things, my friend, and I just want to send love to you in Italy there. And I've had a lot of Italian people come onto my channel recently because of the Robert Miles thing. A lot of them are saying thank you for recognizing Robert Miles. One guy said thank you for recognizing Robert Miles. He doesn't get enough attention. I agree with that. So I just want to bring some more awareness to it, to Robert Miles. And my Italian friend, amico mio. You could be a girl. I'm not sure. At which point you'll be amica mia. So I apologize. It's not clear from your name, but thank you. You. And the next part of your comment basically is you're talking about Exciter. Yeah, I mean, I also coming on to Depeche Mode again. I kind of lost Depeche Mode round about Exciter. They kind of redeemed themselves, I feel, when they did what was it? Playing the Angel. And then, those three that followed. And then the last album, I thought, okay, this was a good return to form. But, and I think also with, I'm just full disclosure now, a lot of the songs I will do in my interpretations shows, no surprisingly, I'm probably going to focus really from the sort of 82 to 93 period, which is, it's really my favorite time. Songs like, what was that? I'm trying to, I was playing something and thinking something else. Don't worry, that won't happen on the night. I promise I'll be as rehearsed as what I can. As I lay here with you, the shame lies with us. We talk of love and trust, it doesn't matter. I love the ballads he did on Black Celebration. Then of course there was that other one, Close, naked, skin on skin, tears are falling, tears of joy. Her first boy, his first girl, makes a change in a world full of nothing. I've got to bear in mind, I've got no effect on the microphone, guys, so I don't want to... Apologies if your ears are getting a blasting there. I am getting carried away now, but interpretation shows. Come to the interpretation shows. I can meet you and we can play some Depeche Mode songs acoustically. Okay, let's take some questions. I'm very random today, guys, so I apologize, but off-topic chickens and all that stuff. Here's a question from Renatus 2K. Hello from Germany. Das ist gut, ja. Guten Tag. Are you somehow involved in creating the new Mesh record? I've mentioned this before. I'll say it again. Mesh are Mark and Richard. So I'm Sean Sulman and I are part of the live band. Sean's the drummer. I'm the keyboards. No, they will do the record. I am privy to the demos. I do hear all the demos, and I do give my input and feedback on that, and whether that influences it or not, that's fine. But yeah, am I playing on it or singing on it? No, I'm not. But what is very nice about what I love about the Mesh thing is when we do live performances, that's when I can really bring my expression to it, because I was not told what to do. It was not like, oh, you need to play these parts. I was kind of just given a lot of freedom, and so within that, I think I have enough sense and taste to know what I'm not going to be doing. I'm not going to do. I don't tend to do any noodling, if you know. I'm not having a go at anyone particular. I'm not going to be doing any sort of piano noodling or keyboard noodling. So, when going live, the sound set I use is my own. I'm not told what to play and stuff, but I think they trust me by now after about 15 shows that I haven't been sacked. So whatever I'm bringing to it in the live sense is working. So sorry if I've over-explained the answer there. Condemnation. I'm getting confused with the key. Oh, the head was... Yeah, and then, yeah. Condemnation, yeah. Condemnation I wouldn't sing. I personally find that I've always found the song a little bit lame. I've never been a fan of it. But yeah, you're right. It works well on piano. I think, yeah, Dave Gaughan's version of Condemnation, he reckons it's the most outstanding vocal he ever did, and it probably is. Condemnation, not one of my favorite songs, but yeah, you're right. It works well on piano. Oh, here's one. Request for Vaughn, interpretation of a Nick Rhodes interpretation of Depeche Mode song. Okay, Nick Rhodes. Let's do a Nick Rhodes doing a Depeche Mode song. I do find Depeche Mode not to be quite as sophisticated as Duran Duran. But I think I will do something. Should we try this one? I'm not going down on my knees, begging you to adore me. Can't you see it's misery and torture for me? When I'm misunderstood, try as hard as you can. I've tried as hard as I could to make you see. Sorry about all the how important it is for me. Here is a plea from my heart to you. Nobody knows me as well as you do. You know how hard it is for me to shake the disease. It takes hold of my tongue in situations like these. Understand me. That, of course, you've heard it here first. Nick Rhodes doing Shake the Disease. Oh my God, we might be onto something new here. Oh God, I'm just realizing now this is live. There's no going back now. Anyway, guys, oh well. Nick Rhodes singing Shake the Disease. You saw it here live for the first time, and you may never see it again. No, I don't think you'll ever see it again. Oh, let's honor Fletch and play one of his parts. Okay. There you go. No, Fletch. One of Fletcher's parts. Okay, I'll play a Fletch part. Yeah, this is typically a Fletch part. See if you can figure out which song it's from. That is Fletcher's part from Stripped. And of course, Martin plays the right hand, which is... So, Martin, Fletch. don't really need two separate people to do that. But then again, you must understand that they had to assign the keyboard parts in such a way that there was someone that there was always something for someone to play. So therefore, sometimes you'd have one person. Therefore, very often they'd just be playing with one hand, and it doesn't really matter. It's just all performance. And Depeche Mode are the bomb. You say that made your day. There we go. Yeah, you saw Nick Rhodes shake the disease. Yes. Nick Rhodes taking requests. Oh, here we go. This one. OMD said Fletch played the cash register during the concert. Yeah, he was. Like, oh, everybody clap. There's more tickets. Yeah, it's like a merch seller. Yeah. OMD. Yeah. Fletch had to have something to do. Well done, Tony. I'll see what you did there. Okay, guys, so just keep your questions coming. I'll take a few more, and then we'll call it quits today. Don't want to. I'm sure you've got better things to do than see me noodling here. Do something instrumentally while you submit your questions. Okay, got some questions come through now. Dalida says, have you listened to Malcolm Holmes's music from OMD? No. Malcolm Holmes, he's the drummer. I didn't know he was doing music. No, I'll check it out. Thank you. Eva says, have you heard No Hidden Catch, the Estonian DM tribute? If so, what do you think about these? I haven't. There are so many Depeche Mode tribute acts that have popped up over the last 5 years, especially. I'm familiar with the ones, the ones that have been around for a long time. I still think Forced to Mode are on a different level. And it's worth mentioning as well, Strange Love as well. Really, really, really good level. Which DM songs would get them cancelled today because of the lyrics? Little 15. It's interesting with Little 15 actually, because I always thought it was about. For some reason, I thought it was about a little girl, like taking her under your wing and all that kind of thing. But no, Little 15 is actually, according to one of my subscribers, Little 15 is more about it's about a 15-year-old little boy. Little 15, you help her forget. So it's about the little boy helping his mother forget. So it's like a single mother with a 15-year-old boy. Interesting. It's interesting. I never thought of it that way, and that may not be the real reason, but this is the brilliance in Gore's songwriting. It's so ambiguous. You don't know exactly what he means. Question. Hi, when will the new Mesh album be released? Any rumors? Anyway, great channel. I very much appreciate the keyboard tutorials. Can you get Mesh? Can I do Mesh tutorials? Under Dark Skies, thank you for the kind comment. When will the album be released? Next year. That's all I can say to you. And yes, so far as tutorials go, I'd probably like to do a few Mesh ones as well. Worth doing. Mesh. This is from one of their songs. This Height. I think this is why I resonated with Mesh, was because the music is not just sound. It's always based on a song. You can always bring it back to a song. There's always intention behind it. It's not just sound. You know what I mean? And that's why I love stripping things back to piano, so you can sort of hear the melody that's underlying there. Jenny Finley says, all righty. Well, all righty to you. Can you play Free Love for my wife, please? Free Love? I don't know that one. I know. No hidden catch, no strings attached, just free love. How does it go? Free love. I can't remember the verses. No, right, you'd have to pick another one. I'm sorry, I'm not very au fait with 21st century Depeche Mode. Jerry asks, have you heard Composition of Sounds television set? No, I haven't. No. Here's a question. What do you think of Dave's solo albums? I haven't really, once again, I know one of the songs he's got called Saw Something. I Saw Something. That was beautiful. I haven't really, in all honesty, I haven't really given Dave's solo work much of a listen. I'm embarrassed to say. But yeah, I think I'm always more focused on Depeche Mode, I think, as you all are. What about a bit of Freeze by Recoil? I don't really know the melody off the top of my head for that one. Okay, well, we're just coming up to the hour now, so I'm going to just quickly recap on what we started off on the live stream, and that is to say that the sort of promotional news at the moment is the release of Miles Away, my homage to Robert Miles. It's been very well received so far from you, and also it's what's nice about this is it music like this kind of breaks out of the niche of this channel, because it'll bring other people to the channel as well. This obviously my song paying homage to Robert Miles, which is in fact, I might release a acoustic piano version of that, because this is how I write. I always work with melody. I work with blank slates. I don't sort of put a beat on and then start. Some people write songs with loops and stuff like that. This is how I work. So anyway, there's no right way. There's no wrong way. So Miles Away is now available on Bandcamp, and it will be available for streaming on all streaming sites as from the 1st of November this year. And to those of you who've asked, will I do more songs like this? Well, I really enjoy the style and the vibe, so I may well look at doing a little mini album like this. And as you guys know, I always release my albums on hard copy, so I'll definitely do a CD on it. So yeah, for those of you who are asking. Okay, guys. Well, that's it from me. Once again, if you're in Estonia or in the Baltics, or you fancy coming out, we're at the DM Bar on the 30th of November. A special preview show, which is kind of like a test the water. That doesn't mean I'm going to be dragging my heels. I will be doing the best that I can, but it will be a great way to sort of like a preview for me before we do the bigger shows. And I will be looking at coming to a town near you. I know there's been requests from all over the world for this, and I would love to come out and do some more shows and connect with as many of you as possible. So, and always, I never finish a live stream or a video without thanking you so much for your interest in what I'm doing. I know we don't have much time. I know there's a lot. Everyone is fighting for your attention, and attention is currency. So I never, even though I've been doing this for about 5 years now, I never take your attention and interest for granted. I'm really, really grateful to you. So thank you very much. Okay, so that's it. Lots of love. So I'll see you at the next live stream, live event, or YouTube video. Love you all. Lots of love. Be good.